Alright, I'm confused now. Y'all confused. Sniper there, carburetor there, low pressure fuel pump. This sniper is used, and I can see why they sold it. It's original one, I think from way back in the day when it first kind of produced, and it does not want to run anymore. And it feels like it's overfueling, but I don't know, I don't get it. So we're gonna do a little test. I'm gonna pop that off, disconnect it, pop that back on there, run a little freaking hose over to a jug, to the carburetor, 12 volts. We're gonna see if this truck wants to run off of that. And if it runs, we're gonna say goodbye to that and hello again, carburetor. So I'll let you know what happens. All right, I got the sniper off of there, pulling my super sucker off, and looking down in here, and that is just soaking wet in fuel down there. So I think that thing is definitely has hung up injectors and they're just stuck open. But for now, I want to drive my truck. I'm putting it back to carbureted. I'm not going to mess with that right now. The one reason we did take the carburetor off, which I thought it was a carb issue, it turns out it was an issue with the intake and the heads. This intake was shaved down to meet the old heads and everything, and with these new heads down over here along the sides, well, mainly on this side, it was leaking real bad, sucking air through there. So that's why we couldn't get the carburetor tuned in. I didn't find that out until after I pulled everything apart and I already bought the sniper, and I'm like, well, I'm going the sniper route. I should have just put the carburetor back on and seen how it reacted. Well, lesson learned. We'll see what happens here. There's so much fuel that when you're cranking over with no plugs, you can see the residue on the headers. It was just spraying out. And it was a lot of fuel in there. Got the plugs all cleaned up decently. Re-gapped them all because they were all over the place with their gap sizes, and I thought I gapped them when I put them in. Anyway, I'm gonna get them back in and we'll see if she fires. Okay, now the vacuum line's hooked up. See what it does. Do a little tweak that way. Oh, hey. It would also run better if I hooked the fuel up. Much better. It's concluded. It's going back to carburetor. Settled. Set in stone. Done happening. That's my project for tonight. Alright. So the rigging's going on right now. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I want to drive my truck tonight and tomorrow. Need for work. Get a couple things done, run around to do. We're just trying to get in the garage so I can get that thing out of here. And finish hooking up a new fuel system for the carburetor. So let's see how this goes. Put the battery terminal on here. Lower this down. Just a bit. Okay, so that cuts that. That's fine. All right. Did I put the fuel pump on? I did not. Look at this wire. Okay, into the garage we shall go. I did not hook the return spring up. Shut that off, coast into here. I think I can make that work with the lift. I'll call that good. See you in a minute. All right, moment of truth. Carburetor's back on, low pressure fuel pump put back in, new fuel line ran, not secured down yet. Still testing a couple things real quick. Got our return spring on our throttle this time. Getting wide open throttle, tested the pedal. So I'm ready to hook up the battery here. Then I'm gonna go inside and crank on her. And I told this is the last time I got to pull this thing apart. I had to pull this thing apart. So much better. We'll go for a night cruise to terrorize the neighbors.